Who is in the building today?
The only name that I think anybody would really recognize is Ighodaro from Marquette, the big.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, it was a lot of undrafted or fringe draft pick guys. Nae'qwan Tomlin was the other guy that if you're a real draft sicko, you'd know.
This is a twist to pre-draft workouts in the sheer volume that the Blazers are bringing in, which is kind of the idea behind it. The G League and having the remix, they're also filling that roster out too with their pre-draft workouts. So you're going to see a lot of names that will be coming through here that aren't 7, 14, or really
34 or 40.
Any of their top picks or any of their draft picks that are coming through because they need to fill out that roster as well, which also kind of is a stiff arm to all the people that say Jody Allen and Vulcan aren't willing to spend money because it doesn't make them money.
No.
I mean, they're not
you
making
lose
money.
You lose millions of dollars on a G League. That's how it goes.
And bringing guys in for these workouts because they don't fly for free.
No, you're paying to fly them all out there, and you pay.
Which is a drop in the hat, but it's money that everybody's saying they're not spending.
You pay you pay insurance for them for a day. Because heaven forbid somebody gets injured on a workout. There's a bunch of stuff that goes into this stuff that people don't realize.
Okay, but they had workouts.
They had workouts, and according to my list now, they have now worked out 1, 2, 3, 4, 46 players.
Hey, that's a lot of guys for 4 draft picks. 7, 14, 34, 40. A lot of guys. That's a lot of people to be coming through the doors of the PF. So we probably didn't see a guy that will be used at 7 or 14. And look, after last week when we talked to Jonathan Wasserman, and today we'll have a conversation with Sam Vecina of The Athletic, who has a mock draft out today that we'll parse through before he comes on. Let's get there. Nobody knows names. And we all want to get stuck on the names of guys that will be drafted by Portland. Let's reframe this. Which direction should the Blazers go at 7? Which direction would you want them to see at 14? Because there is a split right now, kind of, all right, there's so many needs. Which is the most important need that Portland has right now? So we have 2 polls up at Danny and Dusty on Twitter. Which direction should the Blazers go at 7? Which should they go at 14? Best shooter available, best wing available, best big available, or biggest upside available. So taking that big old swing at it, or taking the big Mike Lynch swing at it, and taking a swing at a player that you could see really high ceiling, but the floor could drop out at any point
real
as
quick.
Well. For you, where do you stand on this?
I'm a hybrid here in the sense of I think best wing and biggest swing are the same thing. Where a perfect draft, in my opinion, at 7 and 14 would be coming out of 7 and 14 with Cody Williams and Tujon Salon. That would be an A draft. Send it in, mail it.
So you're going best wing and then best upside right there. Because I mean that's kind of how people are feeling, is that for that 3 position, Cody Williams is that guy.
And it also, if you look at it, if you're talking about like the runway of a team that makes sense, Scoot, Shaden, Cody, Tujon. You have a framework of like, hey, we can get this group of guys on the floor, and you don't run into the Pistons problems of, well, we have 5 guys, none of them can shoot the ball, and a lot of them need the ball, and this doesn't really fit together, which is why our GM got fired.
You know what I can't wait for is the people that are complaining about the logjam in the backcourt right now are going to be complaining about the logjam at that small forward position, because they'll be sitting there. If that goes their way, they'd have Cody Williams, they would have Salon, they would have Ryan Rupert and Toumani Camara. Toumani Camara all sitting there, which is a great problem to have, because what you are banking on is one of them hitting and being a home run. And then I think what you already have with Toumani Camara especially is a serviceable defender and guy you can bring off the bench no matter what. So you want to go and you want to take that big swing, hit that home run, and then see where the chips fall. Right now, we currently have this poll just got up, and we already have 133 votes on it. Right now, leading the way at 7 is best upside available. Just take the biggest swing that you can. Best wing is coming in at second at 38.4, then best big, and then best shooter. At 14, same results, different percentages. 55% going with biggest upside, 25% at best wing, 12% at best big, and then 6% with the best shooter.
It's interesting. The team that was one of the worst shooting teams in the league is finishing with 2.3 and 6.6% as best shooter available.
Oh, we'll figure that out.
But it's interesting, right?
But I think to that point, I think that's what the biggest upside guy will have a 3-point shot.
Will they?
You hope.
And that's the thing is like,
well, I mean, that's the upside part.
Yeah,
of it.
I know, but look, as much as I like Cody and Tijan, I don't think they're ever going to be guys that are like elite 3-point shooters. I think Cody has a chance to be a plus 3-point shooter, but I think Jared McCain's going to come in the league and shoot the living hell out of the ball. I think Reed Shepard's going to shoot the living hell out of the ball. Same with Dalton Connect. I think those 3 guys are going to shoot the ball incredibly well.
I think that the one thing that the only guy in that people would not have the pitchforks out on is Dalton Connect because what are the other 2 guys?
More guards. And that's the other thing is like the whole idea of like people pushing back against this. What if they trade Anthony Simons? What if they trade Malcolm Brogdon? All of a sudden, like there's a spot there.
Yeah.
Like that's the stuff you have to consider.
Yeah, this text comes in, trade both picks for future first-round picks in a better draft class. Literally, everybody is trying that right now. Like, I mean, that is what everybody's like, we want 25, and every team in the NBA is like, we're not giving up a 25 pick for
nobody's
anything.
doing that. And not only that, this team needs help right now. You can't just sit here and run it back.
Yeah.
That's not a thing.
Yep. Another text says, what's a 22-year-old wing that contributes to a bad team? Take a swing. I like it. And
there's also there's this idea like if you're 22-year-old and you're cooked, like you still have years of development.
Yeah. This one just says, just take someone French.
I mean, it's not a terrible way to go about things.
I mean, if you get a Frenchman in like those top 7 picks, you're getting Sarr, Rizichet, or
Salon.
Yeah. Take someone French.
Yeah,
go French.
Look, enjoy the gold medal this year if you get it, USA, because it's gonna be tough sledding over the next 12 years after this.
Oh yeah, it's okay. I mean, they got Wemby, but we'll have depth. We'll have depth.
Yeah.
No, Cooper Flag. Anybody?
Yeah. Okay.
Huh?
Yeah.
Ever heard of him?
Yeah.
Ever heard of a guy called Cooper Flag? Ant Edwards?
Yeah. They'll have Wemby. They'll have Traore. They'll have Salon. They'll have Rizichet. They'll have.
Yeah, but you know what? They don't have the stars and bars. Damn it.
Yeah.
They don't have USA back-to-back World War champs.
Hey, come on now. We know when it gets tough, the French will just surrender.
Bingo.
Boom.
Yeah.
Roasted.
Until they're aliens. And then it's ha ha ha.
Well, then they're not playing for the French national team. They'd be playing for the Monstars.
There you go.
You might as well slap a French flag on that Monstar jersey because that's what they got.
Yeah, like, by the way, Space Jam 3, starring Caitlin Clark, will definitely have to have Wemby
as a Monstar.
Yeah. Yeah, and like, just don't change him.
Yeah.
Just send him out there.
He's already the stretched out Sean Bradley Monstar. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I've seen this before.
What? That's just Wemby in a uniform. Yeah, we know. Nike would love that too. Nike would absolutely love that.
I mean, that the first one was brought to you by Nike, so Nike and Gatorade.
And the second one wasn't?
Not as overtly.
Yeah, I mean, Dame was in it, so they had an Adidas guy in it.
The first one was very, very, very. They might as well just stamp a swoosh on the box. It's great branding.